Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Tuesday, July 30th, 2024. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. And before we begin, if we can like, share, and subscribe, it actually helps the channel out quite a bit, which is steadily growing, which I really appreciate it. And also, if you're interested in more detailed information, more technical jargon, let's say, on the more scientific side, definitely check out the Premium Consultant membership, only $15 a month. It's linked somewhere up there on the left or right or left, whatever. Okay, so currently we have a trough of low pressure once again hanging around the region, producing unsettled conditions. Not widespread rainfall or anything of that nature, just a lot of low clouds, scattered clouds, break of sun here and there, an isolated shower here and there. Here's the key thing with this atmosphere, okay? Take a look at the temperatures and the dew points. Notice the dew points are in the upper 60s to lower 70s, and our temperatures are generally in the lower to mid 70s, a few upper 70s mixed in there as well. Why is this important? Well, this tells us we have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, especially in the lower portion of the atmosphere. So while it's certainly not as humid as what we had about 2 weeks ago, still plenty of moisture up there, keeping our precipitable water values relatively high, over 1.5 inches. And that means that there is a lot of moisture to work with. So you have this little trough hanging around here, and you can see that also nicely on the latest WeatherTap radar and surface map. Little trough here, and what they can do is that they create a little bit of lifting, a little trigger in this pattern. And so what this allows for is the potential for isolated showers and thunderstorms. Most of the region will remain dry today, although a mix of sun and clouds. But if you get into one of these showers and thunderstorms, although not severe, they will be capable of producing some very heavy rainfall, much like what we saw yesterday. Most of the region is quiet, barely a drop of rain, but you get one of those thunderstorms set up. Yesterday, it was on Long Island, and it produced localized urban flooding and flash flooding because it can produce some very heavy downpours. And that is essentially what we're going to be dealing with today and tomorrow. You have these troughs and these cold fronts marching their way in. And look, this looks pretty vigorous, but by the time it reaches our neck of the woods, it weakens because you have your Western Atlantic ridge out here. You have your trough centered out here. In fact, here, let's take a look at the infrared satellite picture. So you have your trough out here. And let's pause this. There we go. That's better. That way we don't have to deal with the skip here. But you get the idea here. You got your trough out here. You get your Western Atlantic ridge out here. And so we're kind of caught in between on this southwesterly flow. So these short waves come in the form of troughs and cold fronts. And as they approach, they weaken and die. So that also means that the showers and thunderstorms that come in, well, they're stronger over eastern Pennsylvania, but by the time they reach Long Island, most of those showers and thunderstorms have collapsed. But as we saw yesterday, you get one pesky thunderstorm hanging around, let's say that upper level low, and it can produce some localized flash flooding. So looking at the forecast for today, again, pesky isolated shower or thunderstorm. Other than that, mix of sun and clouds, but high temperatures in the lower to mid 80s. For tonight into tomorrow morning, watch out for a few scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms with some low clouds. Low temperatures will range from the upper 60s to lower 70s. For tomorrow afternoon, isolated shower or thunderstorm will be possible, and some of those thunderstorms will be capable of heavier downpours. High temperatures will range from the upper 70s to lower 80s over the interior and along the coast, mid 80s in the Delaware River Valley. On Thursday, a little bit drier, scattered cloud cover, still a threat for an isolated shower, let's say around Cape May or around the Poconos. Nothing really significant, but for the most part, we're looking at scattered cloud cover with low temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 60s over the northern interior, upper 60s to lower 70s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the upper 80s to lower 90s over the interior and along the coast, lower to mid 90s in the Delaware River Valley. On Friday, a warm front will approach from the south with scattered cloud cover and the threat for an isolated thunderstorm or two. Look for low temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s over the interior, lower to mid 70s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the mid to upper 80s over the interior and along the coast, upper 80s to lower 90s in the Delaware River Valley. On Saturday and on Sunday, a stationary front will hang off to our south, and that's going to lead to mix of sun and clouds with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Now, when people see this, this is more vigorous than what it is in reality. So what you really have here, and this is a great example of understanding the ability of model guides, right? What you might see on your cell phone. This is a signal of a thunderstorm, maybe 2 or 3. But because of the nature of these models and the convective error that's involved in them, a lot of this green is not going to be reality. What's happening is that you have some strong thunderstorms here, and because of the strong lifting associated with these thunderstorms, the model guidance has a hard time dealing with the precipitation. And these models tend to try to create a reasonable gradient, but thunderstorms sometimes aren't reasonable. So you can end up with a quick inch of rain right here. And so in order for the model guides to adjust with that type of rainfall amount, it also kind of bleeds it out, right? To spread it out, right? So you get this gradient from nothing to 1 inch. But in reality, you literally end up with 1 inch of rain here, absolutely nothing to your north, as we have experienced. So that's what we're seeing here on Saturday and Sunday. Variable cloud cover with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Not a washout, but more of a pest. Low temperatures this weekend will range from the upper 60s to lower 70s over the northern interior, lower to mid 70s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the mid to upper 80s over the interior, mid to upper 80s along the coast, and upper 80s to lower 90s in the Delaware River Valley. On Monday, look for that stationary front to hang around the region with a mix of sun and clouds and scattered showers and thunderstorms. Look for low temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s, high temperatures in the lower to mid 80s. Now, we are watching a tropical disturbance out here around the Bahamas that could be interacting with this stationary front. We'll have to watch that very carefully, but we really don't have any of the details because there's no development yet. By the end of this week, the idea is that we should see some sort of tropical low try to organize here. We don't know the strength, we don't know the direction, but the overall pattern theme is that it would be caught in between our Western Atlantic ridge and our stationary front. So we'll have to watch to see how that develops because that would influence our rain forecast. And then on Tuesday, you have that low pressure system down here. We have our stationary front. Look for scattered cloud cover. I can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm in this pattern, but if the stationary front gets this far out, then most of the region will remain very dry, with low temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 60s over the northern interior, upper 60s to lower 70s along the coast, and high temperatures in the lower to mid 80s. That is your forecast discussion for today. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.